Leo, you look so good in this lighting. You're not framed right, though. Are you mad I took your chair? He's mad I took his chair. Hey guys, and welcome to another tag video. Today I'm going to be doing the Meet My MC tag, originally done by Cam over at Wolfshot Publishing. So if you haven't checked out his original video, I will leave it underneath for you to check that out too. Alright, so this tag is all about your main character and people they would like, people they wouldn't like, just learning more about them. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. Alright, so question 1 is, which character from a book or series would your main character be best friends with? And for this one, I went a little off the rails for the setting of my story, but I think Jon Snow from Game of Thrones would be a great best friend for my main character. The main reason for this is that my MC, Waylon, has just lost his entire family, and he's bent on revenge and understanding why and what happened, but to a greater extent, just trying to seek closure by the strength of his hands and going out and paying back this debt that he feels like he's owed because literally his entire family was wiped out. Question 2 is the exact opposite. Which character from a book or series would be a good enemy for your main character or be put up a good fight against your MC? So I picked Stephanie Plum from the Janet Ivankovic, I hope I'm saying that right, series of books. The first one was called One for the Money, and it's basically about this woman who becomes a bounty hunter, and she's a fairly average and normal woman and has to go and find these people who are on the run and skipping out on their bail and stuff like that. And I think she would be a good fight for my main character because he's a pretty normal guy as well. He knows how to shoot guns and things like that, but as far as his day-to-day life, he's just a guy who happens to be a part of a family that likes to grow a lot of marijuana. And yeah, they would be in, he's from rural Ohio, she's from the big city New Jersey, and I think they would have a lot of good dramatic irony and a lot of tension between them if they ever came into the same universe. All right, so question 3 is, what character from a popular book or series would make a good romantic interest for your MC? And my answer here is Miriam Black from Chuck Wendig's Miriam Black saga books. And I think that she would be a good love interest for my main character because he's a little crazy and wants to be like a total badass, and she actually kind of is a total badass. And I just think that they would play nicely together. And she has some interesting powers, and like I said, my main character is just an average dude. I think that mashup of universe would be really cool to see. All right, so question 4 is what story would what story from a popular book or series would your character fit? Question 4 is which story from a popular book or series would your MC feel the most comfortable in if you dropped them in? And at the risk of sounding like a broken record with this, I'm going to answer with Fight Club because my main character is kind of just a tough guy. He likes to throw fists and he likes to not take any BS. And I think that Fight Club would suit him well because he would be able to let out some aggression and get those anger issues out. And he's just kind of an effed up dude from an effed up kind of situation, and that's exactly what Fight Club is about. Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk would be my answer here, and yes, I know I mention Fight Club every time I talk about books. I'm sorry, it's one of my favorites. Sorry, not sorry. All right, so question 5 is the antithesis to question 4, which is what story from a popular book or series would your character feel the least comfortable in? Any fantasy story is an obvious answer here. I went ahead and went with one of the books that I've recently read, which is A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. My character relies heavily on guns and modern technology and things like that, and he would be at a loss in that realm. He doesn't know anything about magic or fairies or anything like that. So if he got put into any universe with any kind of fantasy element, I'm sure he would be completely lost and out of his element. All right, so question 6 is your main character gets sorted into a Hogwarts house. Which one is he in? At the risk of sounding like a complete pleb, I have actually never read the Harry Potter books, except for the first 2 when I was really young, and I barely remember them. It is something that I want to read in the very near future and get through all of them just so I can understand all of the surrounding bits of Harry Potter and how they're so interwoven into BookTube. I have done like Hogwarts sorting quizzes and stuff like that, and I do have a general understanding of what each house represents. And I would say my main character would definitely be a Slytherin, just because he has that cunning and like resourcefulness, and he's driven by the idea of like becoming better. Like ambition is one of the reasons why he's in the storm of like crap that he's in right now. So Slytherin would make the most sense for him. All right, so question 7 and the final question is, if you could talk to your main character, what would you say to him or her? Go get him, dude. He's lost his family. His whole goal in life is just to seek retribution on that. Here he is, so go get him. So yeah, I think go get him, dude is what I would say, and then shoo him off to go seek his vengeance. All right guys, so that's the entirety of this tag. If you haven't been tagged in this, go ahead and do it. I think Cam tagged everyone that I would tag, and the other people that have already done it before me have already tagged anyone else. So if you haven't been tagged yet, I'm sorry that I didn't realize that, but feel free to do it. So if you guys like this video, if you liked my answers, or if you have any questions or want to talk about it more, go ahead and leave comments down below. I always try to respond to those as quickly as I can. If you like this video, thumbs up, that means you liked it. If you want to keep following along in this journey, hit the subscribe button down below. All right, so that's all I have for you guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.